Hello everyone, I'm excited to bring you a new series. We are once again playing Bulgaria, as requested by a viewer of mine, but this is in the modern day mod. So, we're going to see what we can do in the modern day. I've done a little research on this one, so I think I know what I should be doing. Let's go ahead and select these two. That was the opposite of what I wanted to do. Deselect these ones. We're going to change these guys to Special Force Brigades, so we can get rid of this outdated model here. The Armor Brigade is pretty bad. It has such low health and organization, I don't think I'm going to focus on it right away. We'll probably continue to make Special Forces, but I think it would also be fun if we could do some standard leg infantry. I think that'll work pretty well. It's not as expensive, all things considered. So let's get some research for those going. Then we're going to go and check out industry, and we're going to get some modern construction tools, and we're also going to get 623. That seems excessive. Maybe we'll get this. Production efficiency. Yeah, that works. So as far as military factory goes, I think we have some towed artillery. We need probably standard mechanized. And then we also need, not tanks, probably sport equipment, motorized, and modern equipment are all up there on things that we'll need. But modern equipment we'll start with first. So the no national focus set, I think what we're going to do for that is we're going to go immediately and do army focus, just for the 5 experience, so I can create that new division. So I can get a bunch of infantry out and roll. What we're also going to do is we're going to set up a new little army here, and we're also going to do new commander, I suppose. We'll promote him because I don't think that'll be fine, and then we should be good to go on that. We'll give them offensive line. I think we take Macedonia first. That seems like a quick one we can do. We're going to need political power and all that, but we'll get there. Civilian factories, we should build more civilian factories. Probably 4 there, 2 here. Then we're going to do a dockyard, maybe 2 so we can get subs and convoys. And then we're going to do military here and fill the rest of that. So that's fine on dockyards for now. Well, this will be a good dockyard location, so we'll continue with that. But we're going to pump those to the top so I can start getting submarines and all that rolling. So they should reorganize. We're going to go ahead and speed up time here as we do research and things. Now, we are missing equipment production, artillery, and motorized. Wait, what? Oh, that's towed anti-tank. There we go. Support equipment and motorized. So no divisions and basic training. I don't think we're going to need more than just these 4 to take on Macedonia, so we're going to let that sit. Okay. Al-Qaeda submit in Kuala Lumpur. Egypt takes control of Halib Triangle. Interesting. Now we do have some air forces. Why don't we get them all organized in one place so I can move them as units? We'll get them over Macedonia. We don't need fighter or bomber interceptors right now, but let's bump these all up to, say, 50. We're not producing any more right now, but hopefully in the future we will be. Get a couple military factories going and we'll be good to go. So we'll do that. And we'll set these up just so we can have them ready to go. So we have multi-roll, attack plane. We're basically going to do have a little bit of variety. I don't know if we're going to continue with the attack plane route, but we'll see. But the airplanes are not as important at this moment as sport equipment and motorized will be. Okay, we're low on resources. I don't know if it's going to be necessary right away to do this, so we're going to wait. Our production of these things is going to be slow, but I don't think we really need much right now. Maybe we need some mechanized and some equipment. Well, we can get some steel, but it's not going to do the trick for all of it. I just don't want to use all of my factories on that. So one on steel, one on oil. Yeah, I mean 3 factories is pretty expensive right now, considering we only have 5. But we'll be okay. So let's start fabricating the claim right away here. Okay, we need one more political power. There we go. Then once we get 50, we'll start fabricating on Albania as well, because we're gonna want to go through both of them pretty quick, and then we'll put our focus probably on Serbia. Or we could hop across and focus on Libya and get a bunch of oil. That would be kind of nice. I think that's actually what I might do. So we're going to get army focus. That's 5 army experience. And with that, I'm going to make the standard foot division. We're going to go industrial focus down the civil tree, basically do civilian things. Yeah, so let's go ahead and create one here out of an empty one. So we'll get like a standard infantry unit, and we'll be working on that over time as well. Go aggressively. So when the war starts, we'll be ready to go. Once we get to 50, we'll start fabricating on Albania as well. And then from there, if we have our submarines up, then I'm going to be happy to do that. It's going to take a while though. But going to Libya would be cool. We probably need a decent army, but I think we could pull it off. They got plenty of oil. And I think I could mess around in Africa for a while and be fine. Take a bunch of territory. But I want to make sure that the world tension doesn't go too high. Like, I don't want it over 45% probably. Yeah, we want to be under 45. So we might take some time and let it go back down and build up new technology and do that a couple times. Because I definitely don't want to be at war with NATO, or I don't want these guys to factionalize, so I can't take them. So if I get all the way to Austria, you know, they're not in NATO, we get Switzerland, have a good surround on Italy. I don't think you can go through, well, you should be able to go through those mountains, actually. I don't think you can in the base game. But it looks like you can here. Still have insufficient resources. We need tungsten. For what? For the towed artillery. They'll be fine. We don't need extra. Okay, so we got modern support weapons and red dot sight. So we're kind of, well, we might as well get this. Ceramic body armor. And then we'll go and look at doing maybe a land doctrine, straight out. Breakthrough for tanks and armor variants. Division speed up, planning speed, yeah, I like that. So I think what I want to do, we're at 83, a little bit behind on this. But what we want to do is get past here so we can have a port out to go down without having to go through the strait, because once we go to war, I think they'll block us off from passing through. So we'll get justified on both of them. That should be good for now. And I think we should have the civilian factories build this dockyard and maybe the next level too. We got our industrial focus, so I'm going to start getting civilian factories going through this tree, so we don't have to worry about it as much. Israel retreats from South Lebanon. I just see a lot of like small nations that I could probably bust in here in Africa that would get us in a rate situation. Like taking Tunisia would be alright, but then you still have Algeria and Libya to your side. So if you get Algeria, you can come down through Mali or Niger. But I don't think I can get my ships all the way there, so it probably has to be Tunisia or Libya. I mean, we could take little Malta here, and then we could go 1, 2, 3 zones over. But I don't think we could probably take Morocco on. I don't know, though. So we got this. Let's go ahead and get industrial robots. And then I think it's time to start researching this guy here, computing machines. And then once this goes to 150, I'm going to get an advisor for some army stuff, because I want to get this infantry type a little bit better off. It's like they have some infantry type. Got a conservative rally in our country. But yeah, getting these civilian factories up is going to be pretty important. But like I said, if I can start producing subs, I'm going to be pretty happy about that. Because then I can do some things at sea that would have taken longer if I hadn't started so early. Like lowering our amount of consumer goods would be good as well. Kind of close on that. We did get the dockyard. So let's go here, and then I think I want to make submarines straight away. I'm going to get more civilian factories. Putting 2 lines into the subs would be pretty cool, but I don't think it's as vital as getting some more civilian factories going. Or at least some progress on them. Political power is going to be pretty important because I need that army experience to make those foot infantry viable. I mean, I could add them to this potentially. I don't know exactly what this looks like. Yeah, that's clearly just a support unit. Has no HP or organization. Get crushed pretty quick. And I don't want to add infantry to that because it can cost me 25 up front. Okay, so let's get the military theorist. Making 2 subs a year. It's alright, it's a start. Pretty slow production start as Bulgaria. That's going to take like 3 years. That speed will start to go up as we get the other factories put in. And as we come in here and take their factories. So I think with our next one, we'll get an advisor that's smooth talking. No. Probably the captain of industry, actually. we got here? Night vision wouldn't be bad. How long do we got here? We're just about there. So what else do we need to do? Early on, not a whole lot. We are getting that army experience. It's going to be very valuable. It's only 0.05 per day. Russia's gone to war with Chechnya. It's going to last like a day and a half. Less. That took like 4 hours. Need tungsten and steel. Steel probably for the submarine, but that can be producing slowly. That doesn't matter as much. It says coal was bombed. Okay, we go to war with Macedonia here. It looks like we should be able to break that. Let's slow this down a little bit. So even if they push us back one tile here, we're still going to be able to power through and get around them, I think. Looks like their standard infantry isn't holding up too well. Keep putting pressure here. Depending on which way this guy retreats, yeah, we should be able to cut him off. Quite nice. Come in and do that. Let's do this. Seems to be working there. So the artillery pulled back again, but now they're in. Al Gore won the US presidential election. That's cool. It's not true to life. I should mention I turned off the historical AI focuses, just so we can get some zaniness. How close are we on Albania? Yeah, we'll be ready. This should be done by then. Oh, that unit just killed itself. Well, we do have enough experience to do this. Make this a little bit stronger. So we should be able to break this mechanized here, push him back. Yeah, that'll be done soon. We have air support here. Yeah. A little bit. $74 on that guy. Just keep the pressure up here, we'll be fine. Let's get these guys going. They're gonna be weak, but we're gonna keep updating them. Pressure here. Pretty slow, but I think it'll happen. If we can get them both to sit in the center, then we could have three-pronged attack. Get a surround going on them. Which we do, but these guys should go down. And every time we get new experience, or 5, I'm going to switch this up and get a little bit stronger. We're going to keep working on them. This guy a little organization back. I'm gonna go back in. Let's see, how's that civilian factor going? Extremely slow. We are starting to make a dent here. Especially as these guys get a little organization back and come back through. This guy's under constant assault, so he can't get his organization back. So it'll keep ticking up to our favor. Let's get these guys out there. Just a little bit of support. There we go. These guys should be able to turn the tide here. We're almost ready for Albania. Yeah, that guy's done. Now we have plenty of infantry. Now we have a lot of reserve divisions. Okay. Get this set up and ready to go. It's going to give us a couple more civilian factories. It's not too bad. Now we should be ready for our assault on Albania in just a moment. Hopefully everyone can get into position and start getting a little plan going. Starting to get a little plan. have the manpower, but not the support equipment. Or the infantry equipment, rather. Only making 7.5 a day. That's pretty poor. But this should do for now. So we didn't lose any of our mechanized. We didn't lose any of the infantry. We did lose the artillery unit, but we kind of expected that. They're not exactly very good. They were still over the area. That's good. And how far are we from this war? Just a little bit. Go ahead and speed this up. Vote elections have been held recently and the votes are being counted. All major parties are looking at one another to form up or antagonize in government. Who could possibly win? I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. The political power, though, is nice. I don't necessarily know what conservative government type does for you. Okay, still insufficient resources. We can modify the government. I think we get probably captain of industry. Mobile warfare, that's good. Let's keep powering down our land doctrine. Okay, got our war goal, but we'll do that next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.